I don't know where you start as a manager with a game like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, and it's normal, 9 goals. So in Champions League game, we knew it. So they never give up. They are in a special way to attack, to play. We are not used. They play inside. We know it inside, but they have able to do it. They play all or nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely all or nothing. They go there, and of course they allow you to run. And who is more clinical, more, better in the final third, win the game.
I mean, can you enjoy that kind of game as a coach, or is it kind of scratch your head all the time?
Against Leipzig, you never have the feeling that it's over. Never ever. And we were, I would say, it was an incredible big compliment for the team. So we knew it, and they respond really well. But in the, after 2-1, Emilio made 3-1. After they score 3-2, we make a 4-3, and we scored minutes.
Yeah.
A few minutes later after they scored, and that helped us a lot.
Is that because of the mentality of your team, or because the way they play, they give you chances all the time? Or
it's a team, a young team, so aggressive, physicality is so strong, really strong. So it's a fantastic team. The way they play is, I'm part of them, a big fan, because they encourage. So I think Leipzig give to the football a good message. So it doesn't matter what happens, you can play and you can do it. But of course, the quality of the players was better today, and that's why we won.
Yeah, you seemed particularly happy when De Bruyne makes the cross for the own goal. There was something about the action that you were very happy with.
Well, it's the first minute from Kevin, and since a long time ago he needs rhythm.
Yeah.
Quality with the ball is, what can I say?
Yeah.
A blind guy will realize it, but you have to come back for the rhythm, defensively, commitment, and everything in every action for the position he plays. Against teams in Champions League. That's why we need it.
Yeah. Conversely, you seemed not unhappy, but you had to get an important message to Riyad, I think, and to Jack after you had a chance when they scored.
We spoke sometimes in halftime. In halftime we spoke the way we had to do it. They didn't do it, and but it's happened. So they are so good. They make a lot, 4 players in the build-up to attract you, and after they find you behind the holding midfielders where there are a lot of players, when the ball go outside, put it inside, and after they are so fast to attack in behind. So it's not absolutely easy to control it, but when you regain that ball, they are many players in front of the ball,
yeah.
And after you are able to his transition to make 1 or 2 passes, contact behind them, and after that you have a chance to attack.
Now, your 300th game, I think, tonight, Manchester City manager, and the fastest English team to 50 wins in the Champions League. So, big landmarks.
Yeah, thank you. So, but like we don't win the Champions League, we're failures.
Well, all I can say is I like to watch these kind of games. So if you can give us some more of these games, we'll be happy.
Well, so I would say the last 3 games we played here, we have scored 16 goals. So I would like to come more people next game on Saturday. We need the people next Saturday, please, because we will be tired. I know the team from Ralph is it's quite similar the way they play. They are so dangerous, good quality, and it's a really important game for us. So I invite to all our people to come next Saturday, 3 p.m. to watch the game.
I hope they're hearing. Thank you very much.
Hopefully.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It was a fantastic performance all around, but should we start with looking at Jack Grealish's goal? It was stunning, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. As soon as he gets himself in that position, you know what he's trying to do. I'm surprised the defender didn't recognise it, or the goalkeeper. He cuts inside, and it's an emphatic finish there from Jack.
You can't allow a player like Jack Grealish time and space, can you? Because then he produces quality like this.
Well, the thing is, he's just such a great carrier of the ball. He's just so comfortable. He has a picture of exactly what he wants to do when he gets in the spot. How Tyler Adams allows him to come inside, I'll never know. But once he gets in there, he's made his mind up, and he's just brilliant in this position. Maybe that's why he's such a good fit for the City team, because he can hug the touchline on the left-hand side, Mahrez on the other side, gives De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva plenty of space to work, and that quality in the final third is absolutely top drawer.
Oh, it's immense. And just to touch on that pass from Diaz, it's not just a clearance, he's executed a great pass, and the reaction from Jack is ready, and as he said, as soon as he gets in the box from 1v1, it's hard to stop.
And this would have been a really, really special moment for him because it was his first Champions League game here in front of the home crowd. I mean, that's a moment that I guess players will dream of.
Well, as a young player, this is the stage. You know, at Aston Villa, he would have been able to watch these games, you know, from home, and he would have seen that that's where you want to be as a player. And he belongs here. You know, his talent is undeniable. He suits this Manchester City team the way they play. He gives them something different, and we saw that today. He worked on that left-hand side with Bernardo Silva. It was a joy to watch, and I'm sure we're going to see more of it.
I'm sure we are. And you know what? Now we're going to hear from him as well. He is live with Matt Smith.
Thank you very much, Sima. Yes, he's here. Welcome to the Champions League, Jack. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, no, I loved it. Been waiting a while, and yeah, you know, the past few days, past few weeks, I just couldn't wait for this game, obviously in particular, and yeah, no, it was a great night.
Did you really imagine, head on the pillow last night, 6-3, goal like that, hat trick for the opposition? I mean, it had everything.
Yeah, no, it was one of them games. You know, it had, like you just said there, you know, it had absolutely everything. Obviously, you know, in the end, we're obviously delighted to get the win. Obviously, against a good team as well. You know, full of energy, full of young players and stuff. So, yeah, no, I'm delighted personally, you know, to come away. Obviously, mainly with the 3 points, but also a goal and an assist.
Yeah, exactly. Assist right at the start, obviously for Nathan Ake, and then your own solo effort. Talk us through it.
Yeah, no, I think did Ruben go into a tackle or something, and then yeah, obviously the ball's just come to me, and you know, when I'm in that position off the left hand side, you know, running into the opposition area, I'd back myself, you know, 1v1 against anyone to have a go. So that's what I'd done, you know, and luckily it paid off, and I managed to obviously hit the back of the net this time. I had a few in the first half that got blocked. Yeah, but you know, I'm obviously delighted to get the goal.
Yeah, and away, obviously, with head spinning, I'm sure. But for you and Riyad, the manager had some quite forceful things to say after a couple of the goals. What, tactical or in terms of defensive work, or what? Can you give us an insight?
That was just obviously defensive work. I won't go too much into it because he might want the same tactics for the weekend. So yeah, you know, that's what the manager's like. You know, he's always wanting more defensively and offensively. So obviously, you know, he's someone that I'm going to listen to after everything he's done in the game. So yeah, no, he's obviously just giving out useful information.
I mean, I don't know, you've obviously watched the Champions League. It's not necessarily always quite like this 6-3 and everything that went on, but you've got PSG to play twice in this group. I mean, it's the big stage, and you're ready for it, aren't you?
Yeah, no, of course. It's, you know, I've just went inside there and checked the result from the other game, you know, and it just shows, you know, anything can happen in the Champions League. I think that's why it's such a wonderful competition, and I was obviously, you know, delighted. You know, as soon as the game kicked off, I just thought to myself, you know, in my head, I've actually played in the Champions League now. You know, and before with the music and everything, you know, it was so nice. And yeah, obviously the game, you know, it just topped it all off.
Well played, and we'll see plenty more of you.
Yeah, no, cheers, thank you.
All the best.
Oh, you can't help but smile watching that interview, right? That was absolutely brilliant. Such a moment for him. And this is why he signed for City, right? For nights like this.
Oh, definitely. He touched on that, what the occasion meant to him and what it means to his family. But he executed tonight, as he said there, he got an assist and a goal, and you can't ask for much more from a forward player on his debut in the Champions League.
No, you can't. Well, that was goal number 6 of the night. I hope you've been keeping track and keeping a tally. Let's go to goal number 1 of the night. And City started off showing an intent to attack, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, this is their 2 fullbacks, you know, so when they get a bit of comfortable possession, you'll see they'll come inside. They'll play almost level with Rodri as central midfield players. That allows City to almost have a front 5. 2 number 10s, the wingers, they stay high and wide, Mahrez and Jack Grealish, and that gives De Bruyne that space to work inside. And it's just a joy to watch. Pep just finds new ways of attacking, and this led to the corner, which eventually led to the 1-0 from Ake, and City were just so good offensively.
Oh yeah, obviously the Ake there determined to header, but like Owen touched on there, the channel of 5 players in attack, it's hard to defend. It makes the fullbacks have to come in narrow because they have to be wary of the runs from the number 10s, and obviously then when you're getting the ball out wide to Jack Grealish and Riyad Mahrez, they're causing problems.
How good was that header?
Oh, great. Again, your job to go up there is to get first contact, and we've seen tonight for Leipzig as well that the fact that when you get first contact on the ball in the area, it causes problems for the opposition. OK,
well, let's have a look at 2-0. And although it was an own goal, Kevin De Bruyne was instrumental in this.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get enough credit for actually these little moments there. Just a lovely bit of skill, gets away from the defender, so powerful, and just that's what he wants. He wants to find a spot where he can put the ball into a dangerous area, and he does this better than anyone in the world of football. This ball, he forces the goal. If a City player's not there, he knows that the defender's in trouble, and he was in a world of trouble when he.
Oh yeah, he was always in trouble there. As I said, his body shape was all wrong, but like I again touched on, Kevin De Bruyne puts in the ball in areas where it's difficult to defend, and forward players should be there. I'm sure as time goes on, we'll see Jack Grealish be inside the fullback and tap that in rather than scoring own goals.
Okay, let's move on to 3. And this was Nkunku. Took advantage of City playing a high line, Julian.
Yeah, again, a lot of numbers back and probably a couple more tackles there from City. And again, for me, Cancelo should do better to stop that cross. But like we've just touched on then, there's a free header at the back stick, and when it goes over your head, you're reacting. And again, then Nkunku's in the middle of the 6-yard box, and you give someone of Champions League calibre a free header, he's going to execute.
Thing is as well, you've got to give them a bit of credit because they can play. You know, you saw, and they get bodies forward. They were brave. I know they were down, but they got good attacking players. And once they got some comfortable possession, you saw they flooded City's box. That wasn't the only time that they did that. They did it plenty of times. Problem is, defensively, they just had way too many holes. Yeah,
well, it was a really good time for Leipzig to actually score, wasn't it? But then, just before half-time, they conceded a penalty. But we didn't have any question marks over this handball, did we, Jolien?
No, for me, it's a definite penalty. Again, it's another uncontested header, which is frustrating me as an ex-defender to see that there's so many free headers in the box now. Defenders are finding it harder to get tighter, and unfortunately there, his arms raised and it's hit it, and for me, the right decision.
And there we go. Mahrez stepping up to the mark. Never in doubt. Were you?
Absolute perfect penalty. That's what you want. Go up, make your mind up. Don't waver and just smash it in the top corner. I mean, that is perfect.
Great execution, but there was slight doubt. His recent record isn't great, but players of this quality score from. Yeah, again, can talk about it all night. It's expansive play there from Leipzig. They get forward and get the ball wide, and it's another free header. No one's really tracking him in the box, and there needs to be a bit more better communication between Zinchenko and Ake. Ake's tracking his man, and for me there, Zinchenko needs to say he's got him, and then it will free Ake to go forward and make contact.
I'll tell you what, that's a delightful ball from Dani Olmo. I mean, that ball, his left foot there, a little dink in the box, great header, even better than the first one. He played really well, actually, in Nkunku, looked really sharp. His third goal was probably the best of the lot, really.
Absolutely. We've got to look at Jack Grealish's goal again.
Yeah, again, great execution. When there's probably the go-to man in this scenario. Pass out wide. I'm not going to say a clearance, a pass out wide, and he's the first to react. And Tyler Adams gets himself in this position. He's got to be aware that Jack Grealish wants to cut inside. But fair play to Jack. He cuts inside, and it's a great finish there. Yeah,
as a defender or as a fullback or a central midfield player, he's got to force Jack left. He can't come inside. Once he comes inside, you're in trouble. Everyone's in trouble. The centre-backs are in trouble. Tyler Adams is in trouble. But Jack wants to come inside. He's waiting, finds that little spot. And that's what the top players do. They force people into making bad decisions. And that is absolutely fabulous from Jack Grealish. Once he came inside, there was no doubt that was going to be in the back of the net.
Yeah, he was definitely hitting the target. He was unfortunate in the first half, a couple blocks, but then he executed. And again, if you're giving players of this calibre that many chances in the box, they will convert.
Well, let's have a look at Nkunku's third goal. He's the first ever Leipzig player to score a Champions League hat-trick, but the fourth player to score a Champions League hat-trick and end on the losing side, Owen.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Poulsen came on and played good, looked sharp, but that was a lovely move, and Nkunku with a great finish. I mean, they played some really nice stuff at times, but this was probably one of the best moves of the match for them. Poulsen with a lovely little reverse for Nkunku, and he makes his mind up quick, takes a good first touch out of his feet and smashes it in. And to be fair, City probably could have had more, and Leipzig, they attacked, and they probably could have had one more as well if they were clinical.
So that's 4-3, but then came another goal. Cancelo this time to give them now a 2-goal lead again. So this is now 5-3. Talk us through this one.
Yeah, quick play from Raheem. Players waiting there for a slower start, and again we're used to Cancelo doing this last season, especially the first half. He was exceptional in the final third for Man City, and again he's not shy from getting shots off, and you can see a great execution.
He's a fabulous player from the full-back position. They've got so many weapons. Kyle Walker, Zinchenko, love Cancelo, and think about for Pep. Raheem Sterling came off the bench. Gundogan came off the bench. I mean, so many good weapons. And I mean, they got such an array of attacking options in every position. It's almost unfair.
It is unfair. And then we saw Jesus come on, came off the bench. We've seen him play on the right a lot this season in the Premier League, haven't we? And he came on and scored a goal himself. He wanted to get in on the action, didn't he, Owen?
Yeah, I really like Gabriel Jesus. I think he's a really underrated player. Obviously, questions are, can he lead the line for a big club, such a big club like Manchester City? But his goal return is fantastic. He works incredibly hard for the team, gives the team so much, a bit like Firmino really at Liverpool, a bit underrated, but happy for him that he was able to get on the score sheet. And to be fair, on the right-hand side, Johnny, he's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's been unreal so far this season. I think he's won Player of the Month, Club Player of the Month, but that finish is a cute finish because most players just smash that and it's a save or a block, but the fact that he's rose it into the top of the net is great play.
So they scored 6, conceded 3. Will Pep be happy?
Well, I think there's always things to work on, but I think the blueprint's there. And I think in the league they've been great defensively. This is just a Leipzig side they love to play. They play good attacking football, got good attacking players, and they had a go today. The biggest problem for them was every time they scored, they conceded straight after. So I think offensively, City were fantastic. Defensively, they're normally a lot's hiding that. Normally they don't really... I think they concede often on long balls and direct balls. Today, obviously, it was a couple header goals, and I think Pep he'll work on that, obviously.